cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense will go on the attack first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollack.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Running behind that left side. At the 35, he's loose. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the Plains.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle, it's Watkins. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far, the dream is within reach. question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Ncaa. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Lots of running room. The 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So here comes the Auburn offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And here comes the punt team. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He has the first and still on his feet. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off play action on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Green. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Grab behind the line. It's Perry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Under fire! And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. To the air on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Howard. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Makes the catch. It's Ncaa. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
There he goes! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He'll do it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. All kinds of room to the right. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Air Force. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. There he goes! Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got it behind the line. It's Dura. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He makes a grab. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Caught close to the marker, it's Thompson. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Ball's in the deep ball. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Yeah, I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. With the catch, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU right back to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his man. It's Anderson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he'll need to show off some leg strength 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. Oh, the attempt is no good. It's still a three-point game after the miss.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. In pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Finds the tight end. Turning it on! They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Anderson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
Yeah, I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Auburn lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. The play action fake. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. You know, you think 3rd and inches, let's see if we can get a big play. Instead, the defense turns in a big play.
Huge play, because you're thinking run, run, run on 3rd and inches. The quarterback decides to throw the football, and you still get to him, get after him, and now put yourself in a much better position on 4th down.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
To the air. It's Nussmeier. Now adjusting. It's caught. Still on his feet at the 45. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Caught in the backfield. It's sharp. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, the play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Simmons. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the ubiquitous bubble screen just floats backward for lost yardage.
You need better blocking downfield. I mean, these receivers got to understand, if you're going to play in this offense, it's not good enough just catching the ball. You've got to block for your fellow comrades. Poor job executing at the point of attack.
And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. Auburn sends out the punting unit. We've seen a lot of the punt teams 6th time tonight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Snagged on the outside, it's Berry.
And man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Ncaa. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They'll move the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle. It's Green. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game.
Breaks into the open. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers are flying down the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Looking for room. It's Durham. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Fires to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Running the red zone. It's Berry. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.